Hello, Aquarius. What are y'all up to tonight? Time to go ahead and get you all some mid-month messages on the table here tonight, all right? Forgive me for the low energy. I went on a really long run today, a little bit longer than normal. So, yeah, a little bit drained, just a little bit, but I still feel good and pumped. Anyway, for those of you who would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, please check the description box of this video. Also, the tarot reading course is now on my website along with the readings. It's still the very first link in the description, but for those of you who just go straight to the website, you can now find that on there too, along with the readings. All right, let's jump into this. Let's jump on in. Let's jump on into this. Quick past, present, future for Aquarius, focusing very heavily on the past. If you're not inquiring about the past, sit tight. This is not for you. Past, present, future. All right, let's see here. Two of Swords. Okay, so there's a lot of indecision. It was probably indecision from the get-go. Uh-oh. Looks like you connected with somebody very toxic in the past. I don't know if it was just a sex-based connection for some of you, or maybe you just dealt with somebody very, very obsessive, possibly. But it almost kind of looks like with the Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, kind of looks to me like it's something that may either A, it didn't reach its full potential, or for some of you, it never even made it up off the ground to begin with. Did this even go anywhere? I'm going to tell, okay, so this may be a little bit too specific, but what I'm seeing is somebody here was really, 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 really obsessed, and the other person was not, and it never really went anywhere. Especially if it was nothing but a sex-based connection. Maybe somebody became obsessed and the other person just wasn't, or something to that effect. I know that's not going to be the same for everybody, but either way, this never reached its full potential. Even if the two of you did come together and connect, never reached its full potential. Let's see what's happening in the present moment. Ooh. So you're still hurt. This still fucks with your head a little bit, but you do have a positive outlook. You know that better things are coming, and they are. Oh, they are. Blessings are right over there on the horizon, and I think it's going to be a lot sooner than you think. But at the same time, I see you kind of floating in this limbo of just being stuck up in your head. There's like one part of you that knows blessings are on the horizon, so you're looking forward to the future, but then there's another part of you that just really hates the current moment, and it just feels like time is standing still at the same time, and it's all happening at the same time in your fixed air head, you know? So doesn't look like a lot's happening in the current moment, though. I'm not gonna lie, not a whole lot. Especially with this person, I'm definitely not really seeing any action. Ten of Pentacles reversed. Okay, what's coming up in the future? I was about to say somebody's gonna break the silence. But I kind of feel like both of you are a little bit too scared to break the silence. Look. Oh, they already have it planned out, just in case you do, by the way. Oh, yes, they do. And it wouldn't surprise me if they sit around and fantasize about you showing up in their inbox and what they want to say. Matter of fact, for some of you, with this energy, it wouldn't surprise me if they have a copy and paste message already ready for you in their notes app. I mean, this feels kind of obsessive and toxic to me. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie. I know that's like going way out on a limb so far it's about to break, but I know there's at least one of it. I know there's probably going to be anywhere between 10, 20,000 people that watch this video, but there's at least one of you who are dealing with somebody that has a fucking copy and paste message in their notes. You know, the notes app, they got it all typed out. Ready to hear that ding. Just ready. and they're going to copy it and paste it and send it to you. Like, yeah, like I just feel like they have it all planned out. But they're too scared too. Let me see. What signs do I have here? I got Aquarius, Leo, and Capricorn. All right. Well, let's look at this person's energy a little bit deeper. What's their true intentions towards you, and how do they feel about you? Past person Aquarius is inquiring about. Okay, too many fell out there. I'm putting them back. The Two of Swords reverse did yell at me, though. So just in case. That doesn't say much, though, so I went ahead and threw it back in there. It doesn't say much at all. But it might come back out. All right, 2 more. King of Wands reversed, see? Yeah, well, Two of Wands reversed. Pretty much the same thing. Pretty much. Okay, so they are giving you the silent treatment. Yes, they are. Two of Pentacles. They're giving you the silent treatment. I think that even though they do still have feelings for you, they do still think about you constantly all the time. They would rather let this come to an end than to be the first person to express that. Like, they would rather shoot themselves in the foot than take action towards this. And I think it's really important to them that you think that they're over this. With the King of Wands reversed, King of Swords. I say that because King of Cups, Page of Cups reversed. Yeah, but they're giving you the silent treatment, though. Meaning they're kind of hoping that their silence and their absence starts eating away at you. They're kind of hoping that. They're hoping that it gets under your skin. I know some of you might be glad. I don't know. Okay. All right. Yep. Okay, that's all it's telling me. Before I forget, could be an Aries for some of you. I also have Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. The whole damn water element. What's going on with that, y'all? Stay away from them water signs, I'm telling you. Stay away from them damn water signs. Air and water, what's that make? Bubbles. Really, really pretty, but they don't last long. They usually end up pop, exploding, don't they? After a very brief period of time, they're pretty, they look good, they look nice, but then pow, they explode. Think about that. Take all the time you need thinking about that. All right. Well, let's see if they're taking any actions or if there's going to be any kind of outcome or if it's just going to be fucking awkward silence. What's happening here? Anything? King of Pentacles reversed. Death card. Now, like I said, they would rather just let this die than... Yeah, see, they too scared. Nah, they ain't doing nothing. All right, what's the advice then? What's the advice? What's the advice? Ooh, don't you do it. There's that Two of Swords reverse. Came out in a different deck. Well, I don't think I would, man. I don't think that I would. For those of you wondering whether or not this person has changed, no, they have not. If you are dealing with somebody who had some addiction problems or alcoholism problems and you're wondering if they have cleaned up, no, they have not. Matter of fact, they're probably worse now than they were when the two of you connected, especially if this was a while back. If this was like a year ago, oh, they're way worse now. Way worse. Way worse. Like, say, for example, you dealt with somebody that had a little drinking problem and they drank every single day as soon as they got home from work. Well, guess what? They wake up drinking now. Like, it's like that, you know? Okay. At some point in time, you're either going to have to get closure or give yourself closure at some point in time. At some point in time. You're going to have to use your better judgment, though, deciding whether or not it's a wise idea for you to take it upon yourself to show up in their inbox. Don't you connect with them. Don't do that. No, don't do that. I wouldn't do that right now. All right, let's look at the next connection due to come in. Next soul contract due to come into Aquarius's life. Let's get a general energetic outline here. Damn it. Okay. So this person was burned very badly in the past. Shocker, huh? Surprise! Bet you didn't expect that. Seven of Wands reverse. Communication looks good. Emotional connection doesn't look that great. This person has very low self-confidence, little to no self-esteem, and that may be a little bit off-putting. Could be an Aries headed your way for some of you. Very low self-confidence, little to no self-esteem. Y'all communicate good, though, with the Knight of Swords, but the Ace of Cups in the reverse, not seeing the start of an emotional connection. You all are starting a new connection. Y'all may be connecting up here, but you're not connecting here. That's not happening. Man, it's always the same shit. Every single time this comes up, it's always the same thing. Always the same thing. Failure to create an emotional connection. Oh, well, here's what it is. Tis what tis. Let's look at their energy. See what kind of person they are and how they feel about you. They want long-term commitment, though. Yeah, they want long-term commitment. They want somebody they can have fun with. They want, pretty much the same thing we all want. Success. It doesn't look like they have bad intentions. I just feel like they're afraid for an emotion. They're afraid of wasting their time, and they're afraid of an emotional connection. Yep. They want to talk to you and get to know you on a psychological level. Nothing wrong with that. The good news is they're not up in their head wishy-washy. They know exactly what they want. They know exactly what they want. I just kind of feel like they want like a lighthearted. They don't want like a real heavy, intense, deep emotional connection. And hey, maybe some of you don't want that either. So that may be a good thing in the beginning. Only problem is with that is that if those energies remain unchecked, which most of the time they do, because whenever we are repressing emotions like that, much more often than not, we're not doing anything about them, and we're just letting them run rampant. And that will eventually end up bubbling up to the surface and manifesting itself between the two of you. It may be a year before that happens. Usually it's within the first 6 months. Usually it's right around that 4, 5, 6 month point where all those past repressed things that happened from the past bubble up to the surface. But no bad intentions, though. All right, what's the outcome for the first month? Outcome for the first month of the next connection. Will things take a turn for the best, take a turn for the worst, or just kind of plateau and stay the same for the first month? 3 of Cups again. Y'all going out, hanging out, having fun. It's all good. Nothing wrong with that. Probably hanging out with friends and shit. Keeping it lighthearted. Things are moving slow. Things are moving slow. Okay. Yeah, things are moving slow. So for the first month, things aren't moving too fast. But you're going to wake up one day and realize that this connection is heavy. Heavy. And you may not even realize it at first. You may not realize it until, like, say, for example, their boss tells them they got to work a 12-hour shift or something like that. Then all of a sudden you go all day without talking to them. And you're like, oh my God, I missed you. So I didn't even realize I had them kind of feelings. What the fuck? Because you have to go all day without talking to him and shit, you know? Or all day without seeing him or something like that. And then you're going to wake up one day and you're going to realize, oh my God, this connection is about to get real intense. And it's going to sneak up on you too. It's going to sneak up on you. Looks pretty good though. Looks pretty good. You probably won't realize that until about the second month, honestly. Let's see if we got any advice. Advice. Okay. It says Knight of Cups in the reverse. So if this person is afraid of an emotional connection, don't come forward wearing your heart on your sleeve expecting an emotional connection. I wouldn't imagine that you would have too much trouble with that. Can't put a stamp on all Aquarians, but most that I've met are okay with that. Most Aquarians that I've met. Maybe not all, but most that I've met are okay with that. Okay. Oh, all right. All right. So leave the past in the past. I know there's at least one of you who still hasn't moved on from a past person. It's all good. It happens. But ask yourself this question. If, and a big if, in magical fairy tale land, this past person was to show up in my inbox right now, begging to get back with me, would I do it? Would I do it? That's the question. If the answer is yes, you have no business in a new relationship. Nope, none. Nope, none. Slam the door shut on the past. I'm not saying you have to be 100% healed from it. That can take time. You still got to work on that. I'm just saying that you have to be able to tell yourself, well, at the end of the day, even if this person wanted to get back with me, the answer is no. The answer is no. Leave the past in the past where it belongs. You got to have your mind made up. Do not allow this new connection to distract you from any healing that needs to be done. And pay very close attention to this person and how they treat other people. Don't be afraid to bring up and talk about the red flags. Now, when I say red flags, I'm not talking about those big deal breaker red flags. I'm talking about the little ones. You know, they're at the beginning of every connection. Even when the universe brings you the person it has picked out for you, there's still going to be a couple of red flags here and there. And the little ones aren't necessarily a big problem unless they keep getting ignored and ignored and ignored. And they build up and 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 build up until a year, 2 years down the line, then it pops off and explodes between the two of you. And it seems to be spontaneous and random, but it really isn't. It's just that one time when you all very first met and they said one thing and they did something else and you went, I'm just not going to say nothing about that. Maybe they didn't mean it that way. And your ego comes up with an excuse that maybe I heard it wrong, or maybe they just changed their mind, or maybe they didn't mean it that way. And you try to explain it away and stuff it under the rug. You know? Then maybe a week later, happens again. I'm sure they didn't mean it. And you just keep doing this. And then every time it pisses you off just a little bit more, and a little bit more. And Aquarius, you invented bottling up anger, didn't you? Yeah, you did. Oh, yeah, you did. Mm-hmm. People love to say, oh, Aquarians will just randomly explode. It ain't fucking random. You done been pissed off about that for a long goddamn time, right? That wasn't random. Oh, no, it wasn't. It looks random because you are a master at hiding your emotions. A master at hiding them. Well, that energy builds up and 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 builds up. And I know Aquarius, you typically have this natural tendency to just not really want to deal with the drama. So you think, well, they made a mistake. They're allowed to make a mistake. We all make mistakes, and they're human. They'll catch it. They'll fix it. No, they won't. No, they won't. No, they won't. Don't be afraid to say something about it. And I'm not saying be rude. Yo, yeah. A couple days ago, you said this, and now you're doing that. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Did I hear that wrong? Be nice about it. Be cool about it. Be polite about it. You know? And just at least shine light on it and let it be known. You ain't going to slide that past me like I didn't notice. Let it be known. Shine light on it. Who knows? Why are they doing it? Hey, maybe they didn't realize they did it. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. But it doesn't matter. Still shine some light on that shit and let it be known. Okay? We need to nip that shit in the butt immediately. All right. Random freestyle advice. Whatever advice Aquarius needs to hear the most. Advice about anything. Love, romance, friends, family, career, finance, just whatever random ass advice. Don't matter what it is. 6 of coins. I love this one. I love this one. All right. Okay, hold up. Okay. There is a big trap that is set that especially people in the spiritual community fall into. And that is, it is your civic duty to put everybody else's needs before your own and give, and just completely deplete yourself. No matter what. No matter what. You never put your own needs as your top priority. You never look after yourself. You do not put yourself, or you are a bad person. You are a bad, selfish person if you put your needs first. There's a big difference between service to self and service to others. Let's talk a little bit about service to self. It's actually pretty fucking simple. It's not really a whole lot to it. I do what I want. I get whatever I want. And I don't care what I have to do to get it. I don't care who I have to lie to, who I have to fuck over, who I have to cheat, who I have to manipulate, who I have to steal from. I don't care if I have to play dirty. I don't give a shit. I do me. And yes, I will hurt you to get what I want. Don't give a fuck. It's not about you. It's about me. That's service to self. Service to others is, if you expect me to be of service to you, I have to make sure that my needs are met. I have to. I have to. I told this one a couple of months ago. I don't remember if it was you all or not. But anyway, have you all heard that little old tale about the 2 lumberjacks? I love this one. Okay, some of you have probably heard this before. But for those of you who haven't, 2 lumberjacks. They both show up to the yard where they cut wood every day at 9 a.m. and they both leave at 5 p.m. One dude never takes a break. He stays chopping wood from 9 to 5. The other dude leaves for an hour every day. He leaves while the other guy stays there cutting wood and comes back. And they both leave at the same time. And the dude that leaves for an hour cuts more wood than the dude that doesn't leave. And after a while, it drives him nuts. And he finally says, dude, what the fuck, man? You leave for an hour. And I stay here and I keep cutting wood. And you still get more wood cut than me. What is it you're doing when you're leaving? He says, oh, I'll go home and sharpen my axe. That makes sense? Another example that I like to give, and this one, I came up with this one, kind of corny, but imagine you got a little 1-horse town and there's a hospital in this town, and they have a little fleet of about 4 or 5 ambulances. Okay. And all day long, these ambulances are out saving people's lives, heart attacks, strokes, broken bones, all kinds of stuff. These ambulances, you hear the sirens all the damn time. However, whoever's in charge of the fleet of ambulances never, ever, ever, ever takes these ambulances in to get a tune-up. Ever. They never get the tires rotated. They never get an oil change, fuel filter, air filter. No maintenance is done to these ambulances. How long are those ambulances going to be of service to others? It's only a matter of time. Somebody's going to die. Somebody's eventually going to end up dying because we didn't put the mechanics of that ambulance as our number one priority. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? Thank you for that super chat. Mookie Pookie, thank you. Appreciate you. What about me? What about me? If I'm groggy and tired and drained, do you want me to do your reading? If I'm so groggy and tired that I can't even think straight? Would you want me to do your reading feeling like that? I might fuck the whole message up. If I'm groggy and I'm tired and I'm drained, oh my God, I'm going to go meditate. I have to go meditate. I would rather refund you a little bit of money and get your reading late than give you a fucked up reading. That's not something that I do. I got a pretty good schedule, just for the record. So, for the very most part, 98% of the time, I'm always on time and I'm always rested up. Most of the time, I am a human, so there is a little window of error there. I'm not 100% perfect, but just say, for example, all I did was just sit here all day flipping cards, and flipping cards. I would eventually end up just coming on camera like, what the fuck's this card mean? Like that's how it gets. I have to make sure my vibe is 100%. That's my number one priority, or I am of service to no one. You are not a bad person for putting yourself as your number one priority, as long as your intentions are in the right place. And guess what? It don't fucking matter what anybody thinks about your intentions. It don't matter. Oh, no, it don't. There will always, I repeat, always be some fucking loser who isn't even close to having their shit together judging you. Always. You cannot let that affect you. As long as you can go inside with a clear conscience and a clean heart and say, I know what's in my heart. I know what my intentions are. That's all that matters. Let them think what they want. Let them say what they want. Doesn't fucking matter. Them casting that stupid ass energy is just going to keep sabotaging themselves is all they're going to do. That's all they're going to do. The universe is not looking at you saying, well, sorry, but all these people think you're an asshole. So sorry, I got to punish you. Everybody thinks you're an asshole. So I have to punish you to make all these people happy. It's not the way that it works. The universe is like, yo, fuck what they think. I don't care what they think. I know where your heart is, and I know what your intentions are. So I will bless you. You look around at your life, the results in your life are telling the truth about your intentions, and that's all that matters. It's all that matters. You don't manifest happiness, joy, and abundance off of other people's fucking opinion. You manifest happiness, joy, and abundance off of knowing where your own heart is, regardless of what any loser with a big fucking mouth and a shitty ass opinion has to say about it. So let them go ahead and talk all their little shit. Let them cast them low frequencies and keep manifesting their own bullshit and misery, because most of those people are just addicted to swimming in shit, and you don't even realize they're doing it. You sit in shit for long enough, you stop smelling it. And that's where most of these people are. So don't even pay attention to them. No, you are not a bad person if you put your needs first, as long as you know what your intentions are. Thank you, Cynthia, for that super chat. I appreciate you. Anyway, on that note, y'all, I feel like those were the messages that my Aquarius friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all again for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all of the love, support, and positive feedback y'all show me every time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading or purchase the tarot reading course for $11.11. It's all in the description. I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Y'all stay blessed.